Hello everybody, it's Carl here from Tesla Model 3 UK, and today is the second month anniversary of me picking up my Tesla Model 3 SR Plus. So I thought I'd give you a little update as to how far I'm getting on. Done just over 2,000 miles now, which is quite a lot of miles for me. I've got another car as well, and I don't do that many miles. One of the reasons I've done so many miles is because I've pretty much been looking for excuses to go out for a drive in the car. Really enjoying it. A few things I don't like about it, but generally for the most part I'm very, very happy with it. I've not found any major problems with the car, which some people seem to, be having a lot of bad luck or, not be having a very good time with problems. The performance has been more than adequate. Really happy with it. It's plenty fast enough. Everybody's impressed by it when I put it into standard mode, and most people, to be honest, are impressed by it if I use it in chill mode. The fuel economy, or the efficiency, whatever you want to call it, has been at least as good as I expected, probably a bit more better than expected. Saying that, the weather's been great for the most part, so I would expect that as winter draws near, that it's going to get considerably worse if my experience of electric cars in the past has got anything to go on. Apart from that, there are a few little things, and I'm going to do a video saying things I don't like about the car, so no spoilers. But generally, it's just a great car. It's not the fastest car I've ever had, although, pretty close. It's not the biggest car I've ever had. It's not the most comfortable car I've ever had. But what I think it does right, it is a car that you can buy without thinking, oh my god, what have I done? So in some respects, it's a really ordinary car. If you say something like a Mercedes C-Class or a BMW 3 Series or an Audi A4 or an ordinary car, they're obviously classy cars, and the Tesla Model 3 is the same. But they aren't cars that you think, ooh, should I really be buying one of these? Tesla Model 3 slots straight into that. Okay? I can't see anybody, unless you live on the Orkneys or something like that, or miles away from a charger. Maybe you don't have your own charging point and you live a long way away from a charger, you don't have off-street parking, but really I can't see many people. Again, maybe you need a hatchback or you need an estate car. I can't see many people for whom a Tesla Model 3 wouldn't be an ideal solution if you're wanting to spend around £37,000 or more on a car. Obviously, I get people saying, oh well, I've got a 10-year-old Fiesta, I'm never going to be able to replace it with a Model 3. Well no, but you were never going to be able to replace that with a C-Class Mercedes or a BMW 3 Series either. It obviously only fits a band of people for who can afford that amount. A lot of those people will be business users and will be getting company cars. Tesla Model 3 is got to be the best company car. If you look at the evolution of Tesla, they did the Roadster, obviously only suitable for very few people, expensive and impractical. The Tesla Model S, much more suitable for a much wider range of people, but still pretty expensive. Model X, if you've got 6 or 7 people that you carry regularly, then that's going to be a fantastic car for you. But most people don't buy cars that cost, sometimes upwards of £100,000. A lot more people buy cars that are in the 40 grand mark. The Tesla Model 3 is, to me, if you're looking for a 4-door saloon, it is now the premier 4-door saloon in that price range. Okay? Range anxiety is completely a thing of the past. I'm not saying I don't look sometimes at a route and think, how many times I'm going to have to stop to get there, and the answer is normally no times or one time. And there is a little bit more management of the car, but really I would happily get in that car, drive to Penzance now, drive to Aberdeen without a second thought. I'd just put the route in the car and the car would tell me what to do. It's just the best all-round electric car on the market. There are other fantastic electric cars, and to be honest, most electric cars are fantastic. They all have their niche in the market. So if you're looking for a hatchback, you've got the Zoe at the smaller end, you've got the Leaf. If you're looking for a crossover type, you've got the e-Niro, and you've got Kia, you've got Hyundai, you've got Renault, you've got Nissan. Obviously BMW i3, the Mini's coming, which I think the Mini will be a fantastic car. But in its niche, in the 40 grand car market, the Tesla Model 3 has got to be the best car you can get. I was speaking to some friends of mine, two fellow Model 3 owners, and one of them, his parents had just bought a Leaf. And it sort of suggested they get a Model 3, but you know, he obviously he's got one now, and he sort of pushed them towards that. But they were quite happy with the Nissan. They've had a Nissan before, so they're happy to buy a Leaf. The Leaf cost almost as much as the Tesla Model 3. That's fine. Nissan Leaf is a fantastic car, and I'm not going to besmirch its reputation in any way, but it really isn't a Tesla Model 3. Okay, unless you were desperate for a hatchback, then I can't see any particular reason that you ever choose a Leaf over a Tesla Model 3, unless you're a little bit wary about the reputation that Tesla have got for their administration. Now, I've been incredibly lucky. I've had no problems with my car. I've not had to get in touch with Tesla. But if you go on the forums, you would think that Tesla can do no right. Now, the thing about the internet is people who are whinging and complaining, and rightly so, I mean, I'm not saying they're whinging and complaining without right, are the people who are most likely to say anything. I don't go onto the Facebook forums every day and say, you know what, I'm really happy with my Tesla Model 3 and it's fantastic. And I'm very sympathetic to all those people that are having problems. So, you know, and if I have a problem and if Tesla screw me around, then I am going to be upset about it. But I know a lot of Tesla owners go out of their way to find problems in the car. I think Tesla have brought it on themselves. It's not the owner's fault. There's a little bit of paranoia, but people have shown me errors on their car that I've looked at it and thought, I can't see anything wrong. I mean, to give you an example, I had a Jaguar XF. It was 3 months before I realised that the back doors didn't lock. Okay, so maybe I'm not the best person to be able to tell whether there's a problem or not, but I don't think people realise that when you buy in a brand new car, it's never ever going to be perfect. And I've never had a car that's been perfect from day one. I've had cars, second-hand cars, that I've driven off the lot and they've broken down on the way home. Okay, these are cars that from a dealer that just didn't work straight away. So Tesla are doing a lot better than that, as far as I'm concerned. So 2 months in, really happy with the efficiency, happy with the mileage I got out of it. You know, I literally will, one of the things about it is, I just did a little run up to the post office, drop a couple of parcels off. Now, there is a post office slightly closer, I could have walked to it if I'd wanted to, a little bit clumsy because of the parcels. But and if it was my wife's petrol car, I would be like, oh, let's wait until we got another parcel and then I'll take a few at once. But I was really like, yeah, great, I get to drive the Tesla again. It was only 2 miles each way, but that's fine. I got to drive the Tesla again. I'm always happy to drive that Tesla. I'm looking at trips. We're thinking, oh, where can we go next? You know, started looking at, oh, how would I get to the Isle of Wight? How would I charge if I went to the Isle of Wight? It's an enthusiast car. It's not a Ferrari, it's not a Lamborghini, it's not a sports car. It is a comfortable, practical, cheap to run car. So again, got any questions? Put them in the notes below. I'm always really quick to try and answer questions because I know a lot of people are still wary about buying something like this. It's quite unusual and you know, it's quite a bit of risk for a lot of people, I think. So feel free to ask me any questions. If you want to come and see the car and you're in Lincoln, hook me up with a message on Facebook and I'll do my best to fit you in and we'll go for a test drive. I've given lots of test drives. Obviously, you know, if you want to use my referral, if you like the videos and you want to use my referral code, that's great. If you don't want to use my referral code, please, if you're ordering one, use somebody's referral code. Okay, find a friend who's got one and use their referral code. It doesn't have to be mine, but you'll get 1,000 free Supercharger miles. Okay, so that's it really. Not a lot to say. Great car, really pleased with it. You know, I love it. Okay, this is Carl from Tesla Model 3 UK saying thanks very much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff. The next one I'll do, probably before the end of the week, will be the things I don't like. That might be worth watching if you're on the edge because of buying one, because you might think, well actually, yeah, I hate that as well. To be honest, there's nothing there that should put you off. But you know, sometimes you're used to the way things work, and if it doesn't do it the same way, you might think, actually, I don't like it. You just try and get a test drive if you can anyway, because I think once you've driven one, you'll be hooked. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.